definitely have to say that was the best introduction I think Monty and I have both received in all these years. And I want to also extend a welcome to you all because there are a number of folks in this room, particularly the national orgs and the CDC, who are very excited about your presence in getting here and making time, as Elaine said, in your busy days and calendars and schedules and all the work you have to do back home that you're now realizing what you signed yourselves up for. But to kick us off, I'm going to welcome Dr. Leonard Jack to the podium, who's going to do the official CDC welcome. And I want to tell you a little bit about this gentleman who I've gotten to know over the last couple of years. Dr. Leonard Jack serves as the Director of the Division of Community Health within the National Center for Chronic Disease Prevention and Health Promotion at the CDC. But he didn't start there. Before he was a bigwig like he is now, Dr. Jack started off at the CDC working 14 years serving as a senior behavioral scientist, community intervention section chief, and lead of the applied behavioral research, epidemiology, surveillance, and evaluation team within the Division of Cancer and Control and the Division of Diabetes Translation. CDC has never been short for words. And so that's a title there that, if nothing else, we can honor him for just carrying that title. Dr. Jack was the founder of the chair of the Department of of Public Health Science in the College of Arts and Sciences at Xavier University of Louisiana. Jack held the Jim Finks Endowed Chair of Health Promotion at the Louisiana State University Health Sciences Center, School of Public Health. And he currently holds 3 adjunct appointments at the rank of professor in the Department of Public Health Sciences at Xavier University of Louisiana, Global Community Health and Behavioral Sciences at Tulane University of Public Health, and I could go on and on and on, as you can see. You can read it all in the bio in your booklet, but at this moment I'd like for us to welcome Dr. Leonard Jack.
Hello, everybody. I only have 2 minutes, so I'm going to spare you a long dialogue. But first of all, welcome to New Orleans. Every time I come back home, it's always special. Grew up in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, spent part of my life growing up in New Orleans. And the one thing that I was reminded of about New Orleans is I ordered a bowl of gumbo. And all gumbo is not the same. Right? Right? Yes, I see some nods. All gumbo is not the same. But the one thing that is pretty consistent across gumbo is that it has a lot of sodium in it. Right? And I've often wondered if we could do that in New Orleans and sales stay high because people like how gumbo tastes, right? And a part of what makes it so good is all that sodium. But it's so good to be back home. So you all, welcome and congratulations. You all have been selected to be a part of this cohort with the national orgs. So I want you to give yourselves a hand for being a part of this second round. You know, as Elaine said, the work that you all are doing is critically important to help us continue to make the case for the type of work that we're trying to do. Implementing evidence-based policy systems and environmental interventions is where we're trying to move the field, right? They're low cost, potentially have the opportunity to be sustained over long periods of time. We're seeing previous awardees build upon work that they have put in place from previous funding that just positions them for future opportunities. The work that you all are doing has to be sort of viewed on 2 different levels, in my opinion. One, of course, that you're going to try to make an impact and a difference on the lives of individuals in your local areas. But the work that you all are doing is a part of a larger collective effort that helps us to improve health in cities collectively across the United States. And I wanted to share with you all, and if you have some time when you return back home, to take a look at a recent publication that came out this month in CDC's journal, Preventing Chronic Disease. It's a long title, so bear with me. Community-based interventions to decrease obesity and tobacco exposure and reduce healthcare costs Outcome Estimates from Communities Putting Prevention to Work for 2010 to 2020. This is an important article because it does a few things. It helps us to move the science of how we evaluate policy systems and environmental interventions in this country to a whole new level. But it also helps us to document that there are returns on those investments. So there was almost like $500 million put into CPPW. And this article shares for the first time hardcore evidence that helps us to make the case for the work, talk about how valuable and important the work is, and it talks about if we are able to sustain these types of evidence-based interventions over time, that we will see something around 14,000 lives averted and over $2 billion in healthcare costs saved. That's absolutely tremendous. So the work that you're going to be a part of over the next few days in your workshop has been carefully designed to position you with the right information so that you'll be armed with what you need to make a difference at the local level, and again, helping us to make a national collective impact. So I want to end by acknowledging, as Elaine already did, the national orgs one more time, the American Heart Association, so round of applause, keep it rolling. American Planning Association, Directors of Health Promotion and Education, the National WIC Association, and of course, Society for Public Health Education. And I couldn't stand here without individually acknowledging CDC staff. I mean, Elaine did a great job in making sure that CDC staff had an opportunity to be acknowledged on behalf of the national orgs, but I think it's important for you to actually put names with faces of some of those CDC staff who have been working very hard over the past several months to make this happen. So Robert Bailey is responsible for helping to coordinate all of this effort on behalf of CDC. David Guthrie, y'all give him a hand. Lorraine Reed, there's Lorraine. Aisha Pinson, okay, up front. Yvette Center, Yvette. Zachary Harris. Somebody give you a shout out, Zach. I don't know where Zach is. Zach didn't get a shout out. Okay, Janelle Gardner. Is Janelle here? Okay. Megan Cummins. All right. Leslie. I saw Leslie. Leslie Guyot. Was it on this side? Okay, that's it. I saw the flower. I saw the flower. I didn't know where it was, but I saw the flower. And of course, the acting branch chief for the program development implementation branch, Melanie Duckworth. You'll hear from her in a little bit. All right, I know I'm over 2 minutes, right? But that's all I have to say. Let's have a great workshop. Take care.